Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a ZVT from Homestory Cup 2018 here on Acid Plant between Cure and Rogue, and I'm very excited to bring you this match. Alright, top left-hand corner, we have the Blue Terran player Cure. He plays for Jenner Green Wings. He's 24 years old, and he's been showing very, very well lately in the Africa World Tournament that I cast with Laugh-In Games over on Africa.tv. Link in the description. Every other week, there is an Africa World with amazing players, such as Cure, such as Rogue, such as Teja. It's just a lot of talent, you guys. A lot of talent. Come support me out there. And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player, Rogue. Now, Rogue is also 24 years old, but he also won BlizzCon last year. So, he's got a pretty good reputation already here. Very terrifying Zerg player, if you know anything about his history. And Cure's going to have his work cut out for him here, that's for sure. But if anybody can take Rogue down, if any Terran alive can do it, I believe Cure is on that list. Of the list of Terrans that can take down Rogue in a macro-style game, in a tournament like Homestory Cup, that's a big deal. I firmly believe that Cure is capable of doing it. So, nothing too crazy here. Hatch, gas, pool from the Zerg player. We have a 1-Rax expand from Cure. Let's see if we get a Reaper here out of Cure based on the gas that he has. Yep, definitely going to be one. And its name is going to be Beatbox the Reaper. Not the Rapper, Beatbox the Reaper. Always rapping while blasting. Hellions got my back, and them bugs and aliens can't fade us. Run up in your base like CJ from San Andreas. I don't think I did that correctly, but that is a Grand Theft Auto reference on the last line. Hey, maybe Beatbox the Reaper is Beatbox the Rapper from GTA as well. Huh. Alright, Beatbox, you're going to have your work cut out for you because Rogue is very, very good at denying Reapers. And, there we go. I was going to say, where's the drone for the third base, Rogue? Where is the drone for the third base? And here he is, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I've been trying to emulate Zerg players at the pro level in the current patch of Legacy of the Void in my own ladder games, and taking my third base very, very early, a lot earlier than I used to, and I feel like it's helped. Just little things like that. Here comes Beatbox, and the Lings chase him down. One hit. And move the Windling back. There we go. This dance is eternal, you guys. Go ahead. Ooh, actually, not even bothering to inject before chasing away the Reaper here. That kind of slowed down Rogue a little bit, you guys. I wonder if it's going to matter, or if we can tell. Hellion follow-up. No big deal here. No big deal here. Rogue is expecting it. Rogue's expecting a Hellion follow-up, and yep. He's coming in with his Slover Lord and checking it out and saying, ah, yes, look, a factory with a reactor, how insane, a starport, and we have a barracks with a tech lab. So this tells me everything I need to know. It's going to be some Hellion pressure here. Not that many of them, honestly. Maybe 2, maybe 4, possibly 6. And then moving into Bio. Beatbox the Rapper Man, no kills, but he's just been absolutely shut out of here. He does know there's a natural. He knows that the third, but he has no detection at all in the main base, whether there's a lair coming up or not. Hellion's trying to come up here and form up the Reaper. Again, a fairly standard pressure here, but 2 queens, definitely enough to chase that away. There's nothing going on at the third base, obviously, because it can't be defended, and because it's also not done yet. Viking in production here for Cure, and just kind of hanging out, basically trying to hold map control, although there are enough, well, I was going to say there are speedlings, and if there were enough lings to hold map control, that'd be pretty good. But there are not. There are definitely not enough lings for map control, because at this point, Rogue would rather have drones. He'd rather have drones than Zerglings. And also, he'd like to have some saturation of his third base, if that's at all possible. Overlord comes in again, doesn't see anything new. Just sees a Viking come out. Also, production happening on the starport. So, I mean, could be a medevac, right? But it's likely going to be another Viking, or a Liberator probably makes the most sense here, and that's definitely what it is. So, Spore Crawler on the way. Yep, Spore Crawler coming up at the main base. Baneling Nest coming in pretty early here. This could be a Ling Bane Hydra strategy, or Ling Bang Muta out of Rogue, which I would appreciate a lot. We don't see that. We don't see Ling Bang Muta enough, honestly, in ZVT, in my opinion. It's one of my favorite strategies just because it's fast and it's awesome. And that, actually, Overlord dies without taking really no revenge at all here. Where are the Hellions going? I don't know, man. They just ran right through those queens. One does get picked off, and every Hellion that dies here is a big deal because it's one fewer Hellion to stand against the queens to get in here and roast up some drones. Is he diving in? He dives in, picks off a drone, and then just pulls back out. It wasn't committal. at all. Man, this Viking's going to get 3 Overlord kills. Are you kidding? What an absolutely impressive Viking pilot here. And then he's going to land and pick up a creep tumor. 4 kills on that dude. Impressive display for sure. Third base on the way from Cure. I mean, this is exactly what I would expect from Cure. He's gotten some damage done. He hasn't been amazing. He's killed 1 drone. He's killed a couple Overlords. He's forced Rogue to spend minerals on replacement Overlords rather than additional drones. That said, it's still 57 to 45 workers in favor of the Zerg player. He's been macroing up like an absolute monster so far. Third base, really for Cure, should get landed at some point here, some point sooner rather than later. Viking trying to come in and chase away. Gets another Overlord kill. Are you kidding? And then the Liberator sets up. Queen dodges out. Tries to focus down the Liberator. First Spore Crawler reburrowing in. The Viking is going to get another kill before he's destroyed. But he's picked off like 6 or 6. I think it's 6 Overlords. Maybe 5 Overlords and a Creep Tumor. Lings dodging on up. 3 drones got killed by that Liberator. Spore Crawler is the one who did get credited with the kill on that Liberator. So fairly well defended there, but still the number of Overlords killed by Cure is dead impressive here in the early game. Rogue replacing them like a boss. He hasn't been supply blocked at all that I've seen, though he is very close to being supply blocked right now. Looks like he will be slowed down a little bit in spending his money, but it's got a 4th base coming in. 3rd base is now landing for Cure. Cure's base looks like we're working on, yeah, it's bio. Gonna be bio. Additional barracks in production here. Great wall of supply depots with the natural base. Not throwing one up here. Surprisingly, this is what we usually see for Terrans. This is a wall just to guard against Ling counterattacks into that 3rd base, but so far nothing. Really building his supply depots here at the natural base instead, getting some of those Widow Mines. Does he have the Drilling Claws upgrade? No, and nor is it in production. That is definitely a Hydralisk Den, though, from Rogue, so we are going to see the Hydroling Bane mid-game stuff here, which Serral has tended to favor on the current patch, the latest patch. Again, that's where Homestory Cup was played. But Hellions Marines coming in, trying to pick off some of these creep tumors, and are there enough queens here to chase that back? I don't know, but Lings and Banelings, Centrifugal Hooks is about 10 seconds from completing here. And yeah, looks like a bit of a stalemate right now. Good transfuses going down to the queens. That is a heal over time spell now. It does 1 chunk of healing and then an HOT. Or a hot, as they call it in World of Warcraft. I don't know if that translates over into StarCraft. I don't think we've ever had a heal over time before. Honestly, I mean, this is kind of a heal over time, but it's just a heal while you still have energy present. Anyway, Spore Crawler needs to burrow, well, or just straight up die. That'd be okay too, I guess. Enough Lings come in to chase the drop away. And that's what you need. Enough Lings to chase the drop away. If you don't have enough Lings, as the Spore Crawler has 7 hit points, then you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble as Lings trickle in a few at a time and get absolutely picked off by those Marines, and that's a bad place to be. Hydralisk's going to knock down these here rocks. I guess, I don't know, for the... They just want to be the one. They want to be the one to knock this thing down, not the Terran player. Because the Terran's going to try to set up here with some tanks here. Push down in that way. It's a nice little choke point. Drop not doing anything again. Going to try to get into the main base. There is a Spore Crawler here. It's severely injured and actually going to bypass that entirely. Are the Medivacs pushing into the front with Marines. He's got a Widow Mine here too. Is Cure. Hydra's Lings chasing away. Widow Mine getting a decent hit off and then getting murdered. As again, doesn't have Drilling Claws, so it doesn't have that Permacloak that you really want as a Terran. It used to be that way initially when Widow Mines were created and put in StarCraft 2. They had Permacloak when they were burrowed. You could not see them unless you had detection. But that got removed, and currently, without the upgrade, after they fire, they are targetable and killable. Another Overlord has been killed. Good gravy, Miss Maybe. That is just amazing, amazing stuff so far from Cure. He's absolutely been destroying Overlords. It's a 166 to 157 supply. Cure is doing extremely well here against Rogue. Like I said, one of the players in the world can give a Rogue a hard time. Overseer targeted down. And not that it really matters. The Widow Mines don't have Permacloak, but I don't know. I mean, I guess killing the Overseer is nice just on a killing stuff kind of scale here. There's Drilling Claws on the way, but Burrow's coming in for Rogue too. And he's getting a Spire and a Hive and 44 Zerglings and additional upgrades here. He is in full macro mode. He's going to be maxed out here any second. 177 supply. Drops getting shut down. These guys picking up, trying to boost into the main. These Overlords are spotting this whole thing, and guess who's running up? A billion Zerglings. A billion Zerglings. They have +1 armor. +1 attacks on the way, but it's not quite there yet. Actually, is this a game where we're seeing both missile attacks? No missile attack upgrades at all, which indicates that we are going to see Ultras sooner rather than later, or Broodlords. from the Zerg player. A bit of an attack coming into the third base. Again, Spore Crawler trying to pick that medevac out of the sky. Does manage to survive there and drop in the natural base too. This is some impressive dropping out of Cure. Baneling showing up though. All right, well, everyone's dead. Medevac doesn't manage to escape. And that medevac does, though. One of them is completely down. Double medevac, a drop here. Again, attack up the middle. Too many lings. Too many banelings. The Widow Mines are firing. Getting some friendly fire splash damage there, though, on the Marines and Marauders. That is not a good place to be. Cure has a fourth base. He's got a bunch of sensor towers here. This is going pretty darn well, I would say, for the Terran player. But he needs to be prepared for the Tier 3 stuff that we're seeing. It is definitely going to be an Ultralisk Cavern here from Rogue. That's coming up. A Greater Spire I would not be surprised to see either, but immediate adrenal glands. Immediate adrenal glands from Rogue. He wants his lings to hit fast. He wants them to hit hard, picking up creep tumors here. Cure is working so hard on this. Widowmine firing. Yeah, picking off some Hydralisks and some Zerglings there. That Drilling Claws upgrade is good to you guys. If you're Terran, you should get it. Again, Rogue just recognizing everywhere that Cure is. Widowmine is going to fire, get a pretty decent hit out there. 10 kills on that dude. 10 kills here, 13 kills on this one. Overseer shows up and they're both dead now. Dead and in the ground. These Widowmines, are they going to run out their timer? Are they going to come up before they get killed? And they are. They'll be able to hit something. Queens. All right, that's good. Killing queens is a victory for sure. Is that another Overlord what's going to die? No, I don't think so. But look at this. Actually trying to knock down the rocks himself on the other side of the map here is Rogue. He is a rock destroyer extraordinaire. Medevac's flying around. Still, the Spire was created. There's nothing in the air right now at all. There's no Corruptors, there's no Mutalisks. Again, okay, there's stuff in the air. There are Overlords and there are Overseers, but it's going to be Ultralisks. What is this? Drop attempt? Oh, Widowmine fired 17 kills on that Widowmine. Holy smokes. But again, the creep spread is incredible. The number of tumors that have been killed is very nice. But the creep spread is insane. And everywhere that Cure tries to go, he's being spotted here by the Zerg army. Another bit of a push here. Cure's forced to fall back to his own fourth base. Not where you want to be. A drop here at the fifth base-ish. Does get cleaned up by the Ultralisks. The sixth base is done for Rogue. He's got 79 workers compared to 82 for Cure. So Cure's very healthy economically here too. And from what we saw, Terrans can win this late game against Zerg. Actually sacking some SCVs. He had a couple too many there. He wanted some more army. He's got Ghosts. A Greater Spire is on the way right now. But as we saw with Tasia versus Serral, it's very possible to beat a late-game Zerg player, even one as good as Serral is right now. So Cure, I feel I can pull this off. It's going to be very, very hard for him, though. That's a lot of Baneling. Oh, that's a lot of Baneling. They are crashing into bio. They are getting absolutely destroyed, but there are still so many Banelings coming in. There's a small drop down here at the third base is doing some work, but the Banelings are going to get on top of these SCVs, and this is so bad for Cure. 24 SCVs massacred. The base does not end up going down. This base does manage to lift here, the third, but still, Ultras are on top of your stuff. Marines at the fifth base of Rogue, though, causing some issues. Finally, the drop at the third base gets cleaned up, but 28 SCVs have been killed right now. Can Cure recover from this? He's down 186 to 127. Supply trying to hold a position back here, but too many lings. They have adrenal glands. They're very, very scary. And the Ultras are getting chased away here by a couple Marauders with some Marine support. So Cure is not dead, but that was an incredible, incredible aggressive attack from Rogue. We don't usually see that from Zergs in this matchup just because Terran has some good defensive capabilities. I guess is how I would explain that. Look, there we go. That's enough lings to chase that away, but the Ultra Cavern does get picked off. We have nukes in production here from Cure 2. All right, man. So far, so good from Rogue now. I got to give him the upper hand right now, but re-landing that third base is Cure. He's going to repair it. He's going to have a whole ton of mules to toss down here. He does have 145 energy on that orbital command. Some mules would be amazing for him. But that said, yeah, I was going to say, he's spending his minerals pretty well with SCVs and whatnot. Still trying to keep the pressure on Rogue. No Ultras means no more Ultras, but the Ultras that are still around are still a problem. Are there Ghosts? There are Ghosts in production as this attack comes in. There are no Ghosts on the field whatsoever, though. That said, Widowmine's firing, doing a pretty good job. They do ignore armor on that Widowmine fire, which is something you really need to take down Ultralisks. Liberators are good because they ignore armor on their Concord cannon. And same thing with Ghost. Steady targeting ignores armor. Ultralisks are all about armor. That is what keeps them alive. Another attack here from Cure pushing on out. I can't believe he's still alive after that attack, you guys. That attack that essentially wiped out a quarter of his workers. More than that, like a third of his worker supply. And he's still here, man. I've always said, I've been saying this for years, if you don't kill Terran all the way, they're not dead. Another Ultralisk gets picked off here. This is some pretty good stuff. Parasitic Bomb goes down on the Medivacs. Hydras come in to try to deal with these Marauders. Pretty good stuff, but the Medivacs are healing through quite nicely, and all of the Hydralisks are going to die. Lings, Banes, Hydras trying to come over and do something about this. They want to take down this hatchery if they can. And again, the upgrades are amazing. It is 3-3, obviously. That's what we expect from a player as good as Cure is. And you know what? Can they take down this hatchery? No, the Lings are going to show up and finish these dudes off, or at least force them to retreat, as exactly that is what happened. 198 to 161 supply. As I've always said as well, the longer you let your player hang around when you're maxed out, the longer they have to catch up to you and get maxed out as well. That's actually going to be Defender. Yep, that's going to be the upgraded Advanced Ballistics for the Defender mode for Liberators. Are you going to try to nuke something? Dude, it's a nuke attempt. Where's your detection? Does he know there aren't many Overseers? Does he know there are no Overseers? Oh my gosh, he did see the dot though. So no drones go down. Nice attempt, however. Beautiful nuke. It's one of my favorite animations in all of StarCraft, is that just tiny little tactical nuke is what it's called. Do you have another nuke? You do not. You don't have another one to toss down, but I mean, wandering over here and picking up some drones is not bad. Not bad consolation prize. And they do two-shot drones when they're fully upgraded. Ghosts have that bonus damage versus light, and he wandered into detection range and did get killed before the medevac could save him, unfortunately. But it's 183 supply for Cure now, you guys. He's coming back. He's got a ton of Liberators. Liberators are a fantastic answer against these Ultralisks. That said, Vipers are present. Vipers with their Abduct are a pretty good answer to Liberators in Defender mode. So it's going to be a bit of a cat and mouse game right now. Can the Liberators take down the Ultras before they get abducted by the Vikings is the question of the day. Rogue wants to go for it. He's pushing on in. He's taking Widowmine shots. He's taking Liberator shots here too. There's the Abduct on one of the Liberators, but more Liberators are showing up, and the Abducts are endless right now. One still remaining. Does get picked off by the Hydralisks. Base ends up going down. This is so problematic. That's it. This attack of the third base is completely shut down right now. Another attack comes in, and actually Rogue is forced to retreat from this position. Another nuke attempt here from another Ghost, but no, he is in range of a Spine Crawler and a Spore Crawler. That is bad news, Bears. That said, Liberators really just hit hard against those Ultralisks. 100 plus damage. Again, it ignores armor. Ultra HP is not a whole lot. They are all about the armor mitigation. And the armor mitigation counts for every attack made against the Ultra. Big, heavy swings that come from things like Liberators and Marauders and Ghosts do the best against it, because they only get affected by the armor on every once in a while. Their damage is spread out. Unlike with Marines, another attack coming in. More Ultras on fire, but so many Lings, so many Banelings, so many Hydralisks. The Banelings are crashing right on in to all of this bio here. Ultralisk catching some SCVs in the corner. Marauders trying to attack, and that's it. A good game, and Rogue is victorious in 18 minutes and 15 seconds. What an explosion on that refinery. Again, exploding stuff is my favorite animations in all of StarCraft 2. Look at this Ultra just hugging it. Just bringing his blades around, his Kaiser blades around to hit that thing. Is that what they're called? I'm actually forgetting that now. Anyway, great job by Rogue. Good game by Cure, though. Cure fought hard. He did exceptionally well. Losses here, 33,600 for Rogue compared to 30,800 for Cure. So more cost efficient was Cure with his bio, but just too good of a composition there at the end. Too many Banelings, Hydras. The Liberators just got absolutely abducted by all of those Vipers. I don't know where the Vipers are now. Some of them are still alive. Well, maybe they went back to consume probably, but yeah, man. I mean, that final attack with those Liberators getting picked out of the sky, abduct, and when you thought they were done, another abduct. Gorgeous play there from Rogue. Gets the win, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. Hall@/Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.